Welcome back, and we'll get back with our panel in just a moment. But first, when the secondary becomes primary in politics, it can only mean one thing. 'Tis the season of the Veep stakes. John Bachman updates us now on Donald Trump's search for number 2.
JD, money talks. When we're talking about the Veep stakes, of course, we're talking about people who are actually betting on who is going to be the GOP vice presidential nominee. We're talking about sites like Ladbrokes out of England, Paddy Power, also out of the UK, Predicted, and Oddsharks. And we'll start with the favorites.
Jeff Sessions certainly is somebody that I would consider, absolutely. He's a fantastic person.
The Alabama senator rising rapidly this week to the top of Trump's shortlist of possible running mates. The first member of the U.S. Senate to endorse Trump has also been a longtime advocate for better border security. Newt Gingrich used to be the favorite.
This is one of the worst mistakes Trump has made.
But after admonishing the presumptive nominee for focusing too much on the Mexican heritage of Judge Gonzalo Curiel, the former House Speaker has slipped into second place.
I grew up castrating hogs on an Iowa farm.
Next, freshman Senator Joni Ernst, the candidate with the most memorable campaign ad of the 2014 cycle, is also an Iraq War veteran. It doesn't hurt that she's also a woman who can cut pork.
Let's make them squeal.
The next group, we'll call them the Plan Bs. It includes Governor Chris Christie, the first former GOP candidate to board the Trump train. He also stood by the Donald, even when things were a little awkward. Ohio Governor John Kasich still on the odd makers short list, but Thursday Kasich sent a strong signal that all bets on him may be off.
There was never a chance of that.
Was never a chance.
Never, not even a consideration.
Not a
different.
How about Bob Corker? Trump picking the Tennessee senator would soothe the GOP establishment, but he's expressed discomfort with Trump about those Curiel comments.
And we can press on to another topic.
Ben Carson's still in the hunt, at least according to those same odds makers. The good doctor, once leading the VP search, is still making suggestions that don't exclude him.
So he needs to pick somebody who has the ability to accomplish things.
The rest are long shots, but they include some accomplished women that could help Trump close the gender gap, including Congressman Marsha Blackburn, one of the first members of Congress to endorse the Donald.
I look forward to a first 100 days of the President Trump administration.
Also, former Arizona Governor Jan Brewer and current Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin, mentioned by Trump himself.
Well, and also Jan. I mean, Jan Brewer has been fantastic. And I agree with you, Governor of Oklahoma, fabulous person.
Now, if you look back in history, there's a lot of data out there that would suggest that we in the media tend to focus too much on those ticket balancing factors, things like gender, experience, geography. Usually those don't play as big of a role as we think they do in the selection of a vice presidential pick, or at least in the outcome of the election itself. But this year, given the highly unusual nature of the Trump candidacy, those factors certainly will play a bigger role than they have in the past. Back to you.
Thanks very much, John.